Hey everybody, welcome back to Doc G's Reloading. Today I'm going to talk about the Magload extra shot carrier for a shotgun versus the Matchsaverz version. And it's with the Z. I'll try to get that glare off there for you. Anyway, Matchsaverz. I'm going to put a link in the description here so that you guys can go to the website here for Matchsaverz and look at their installation instructions for it. I'm going to go over it briefly today and why I chose Matchsaverz over the Magload. Okay, so this Magload one comes from Double Alpha Academy. It's made in Britain, Great Britain, since Double Alpha Academy is really a European company. And it comes with a set of instructions, and it comes with these bolts and very thin nuts that have, they're actually a nut. I don't know if you can see that in there. It's a nut right there. Back it off a little bit there. It's a nut, and then you've got a metric cap screw here that goes into the top. So you get, in the kit with the Magload, you get this washer and you get this stainless steel cap nut, and that's what you get to attach it on the inside. So you have to drill 2 holes. First thing I wasn't keen about is I have to drill 2 holes in this one. You only have to drill 1 hole with the Matchsaverz. And what I really didn't like about this one is it really holds on to the, I mean, I'm putting some good effort here to pull this thing backwards. You're putting a good amount of effort to get that thing out of there and to slide it in here. And you're going to be using your fingertips as you do that. Now that means you'd probably have to shave off some on the inside, not something I was willing to do. And what I like about the Matchsaverz is it slides so much easier and with so little effort, yet it's held on there firmly. That's not going to come off in recoil. I put a little piece of electrical tape here just because as you do scrape this back, this rim will scrape here if you're not careful. So I got a dummy round in there now. I'm just going to clear that and we'll lock it back. So that's my dummy round I keep in there. Yeah, so now what you get with the Matchsaverz is you get this Matchsaverz here, and you get this 3/32 inch hex head beveled Allen key in there. So you need a 3/32 inch Allen key to fit in there. Okay, that's what you're going to use to attach it. And then you get this washer. Okay, get this washer here, rubber plastic washer, very tough plastic washer. You get the piece that goes on the inside, which is this very thin blind nut. Okay, you guys can see that. And then you get this piece of Velcro. It's a very big piece of Velcro because you can use it a couple times. So what I did is I followed their instructions and I put the Velcro on the gun first, and then I just kind of set this on there. I took this, you take this screw out of here, it just pops out. It fits in there very tightly, so you just pop out the screw. You take this and you hook it on, you put some Velcro on, you hook it on there, and then you kind of go through, you know, how is it, where does it feel good, where do I like it, do I want it at an angle, do I want it straight up and in? Well, with this, the way I set mine up was, I said, you know what, I like it at a little bit of an angle. I ran through some dry runs with it, and I'm like, yep, that fits, that works great. So if I'm shooting up here, I can grab this, slide it back in, goes right in, and then I can hit the bolt release, you know, with this finger here so that I'm not riding this, because you don't want to do this. You know, you don't want to hit that because then you'll ride the bolt forward and it won't go into battery. You know, I like to hit with this one finger out here. It's almost like you're playing guitar. You're bringing this in and then you hit this. But this is the position that worked out best for me. And then you can see there, I'm going to show you this up close. So there's the Matchsaverz there. And you can see it's at a little bit of an angle. Okay, and then behind it, you can see, I'm going to try to point this out here. The Matchsaverz here, I'm looking at my phone. So right up in here, you got the screw. And then coming backwards, you have the Velcro here. So there's Velcro. I'm sorry, it's hard for you guys to maybe see this. I'm trying to do the best I can here. But anyway, Velcro is right under here. So this is the Velcro. So you cut out a chunk of Velcro and you kind of custom cut it. They give you plenty. You don't need this much that they give you. So if you screw it up, don't worry about it. You can get it kind of stuck back underneath there. And then what you do is you drill your hole with an 11/32 inch drill. I'm not going to get into all that. I'm going to have a link to how they install it on their website. It's a very good video, very short, shows you how to install it. And what I did is I took a piece of this Velcro, I custom cut it exactly how I wanted it here. Now for this gun, when you take off this front tube and you slide this out, you really can't have it connected to here. Because you put your Velcro there, you're gonna have to take this off every time. So I had to have it forward of this piece here, where you can kind of see there's these two pieces of plastic here that connect. So I could not mount it to this really. Otherwise I'd have to take it off every time I went to take off the handguard to clean it. So I did not put it there, and you don't need it there. It'd be too close to here, to your to your bolt release. It'd be too close to your bolt release. So really, forward of this plastic is where I put my screw, and forward of this plastic seam is where I put the Velcro. So this whole thing will slide off with the handguard when I go to disassemble it for cleaning. So that's what's nice about it. And then what you do is you drill your hole, 11/32 inch hole. You pop this blind nut through from behind, and it's got screw notches in there. You don't need the screw notches because it tightens nicely on its own. You slide this up through the handguard, enough of it sticking up through that you put this nut on top, and then you put the screw through. So if you can kind of see here, I'm gonna try to get that up close so you guys can see it. But see right in front there, you can see there's that rubber washer. So that rubber washer is on the outside underneath the front of it. And then you got your Velcro behind it. So your Velcro underneath behind it. And that I thought wasn't going to hold it that rigid. It holds it incredibly rigid. That's not going anywhere ever. And I mean, the difference between the two is just, it's ridiculous. I can move this out with my pinky if I wanted to, but recoil is not going to matter at all. And this one, like I said, the Magload, I had a hard time. I mean, I'm putting a good amount of effort here just to get that to slide. So, and then you're going to have to file these sides down. Well, if you file it down too much, then it's going to fall out. So that's what I did not like about the Magload. That's why I did not mount it. Plus, I didn't like the fact that I got to drill 2 holes in the plastic. So I would have had to have this almost a little bit further forward and away from the opening, and drill 2 holes instead of the 1 that I drilled with the Matchsaver. So for all my installation and for what I'm going to be happy with, it's the Matchsaver over the Magload. And you can see that I installed it at a little bit of an angle, angling upwards. See if I can get it in there so you guys can see. I'm looking at my camera here because I'm looking at my phone, I mean. Okay. So you can kind of see there I did it at a little bit of an angle coming up towards. And then just one 11/32 inch hole once you mark it. And the nice thing is, like I said, you use this Velcro. What I did is I cut it in half, and I used half to play around with it, and then I tore that off, threw it away, and put a second half piece on, and trimmed it around this little edge. There's a little bit of an angle I had to cut on it, but you just custom cut it, stick it on there, and then drill your hole and mount this thing, and it's rock solid and slides very much easier and goes on in about 5 minutes. So I'll put a link to the Matchsaverz website so that you can see their installation instructions. But 11/32 inch drill, 3/32 inch Allen key, and you're on in no time. And like I said, you can even cheat this out a little bit if you wanted to, so that you have even less distance to go. I don't want to get in the way of this my bolt release, but you know, even all the way forward, I had no problem manipulating it in there. So there you go. Matchsaver versus Magload. I got to go with Matchsaver. All right, thanks again for watching Doc G's Reloading. Let me know if you have any questions.